Shout out to Isaac. His brother is a rapper from Chirac, Chi-Town, Chicago, whatever you want to call it, named Veto Van Gundy. And the first mixtape that he delivered was called Pain to Glory, and I remember reviewing that. If y'all checked it out, y'all should remember that too. And to me, that mixtape was a good look, and I can definitely see the growth from there to now. And with this project, he did it with his partner ADot with LCMG for Life Volume 1, and definitely it's a good look. ADot to me is very unique the way his flow is. So I would say I enjoy both of their flows. And the problem that I was having until they said each of their names, I try to get them distinct. So if I remember right from listening to it, Veto has more of a slow-paced flow, and ADot got that fast, aggressive type flow. So you definitely can hear the difference in their verses when you hear them. But definitely is a good project. Far as features, you got GS the Golden Sun. Who else on this joint? It's basically just him, you know, ADot and Veto, basically. Jay Hollins is on here. Jose Tate. And I think that's basically about it. If I'm forgetting anybody, my fault. But looking over the track list, I think that's pretty much it. You got some original material, and then they rapped over other people's beats, but turned into song format. So the first track is ADot featuring Veto with Euro Freestyle. Y'all know the track that was on the Young Money LP, you know what I mean? So they basically rapped over that. That was a good way to open the mixtape. You know, I had no problem with that. Next is Veto featuring ADot, 5 p.m. in Chirac Freestyle. Basically, Drake's 5 a.m. in Toronto. They did their thing on that, from the lyrics, you know what I mean, to they, the way they flow with it, you know what I mean, and the way they rapped around that beat. I definitely had to say on this one, though, Veto definitely killed that shit, you know what I mean? ADot ain't no slouch, but Veto on most of these tracks, he was murdering shit, you know, so shout out to him. Veto, next is Veto featuring GS, the Golden Sun, who did the hook featuring ADot. And the track is called Focus. They rapped over Fabulous, Stem Slick, that song. Definitely a good hook, you know what I mean? They flows was on point, the lyrics and the content was straight, you know what I mean? That hook was just phenomenal. I wasn't expecting that, but other than that, it was a good record. Number 4, ADot, Flavor in Your Ear Freestyle. His flow was great, man. Good flow, good lyrics. He dropped some Jay-Z lines in there, and it took it back to, if you listen to it, he say, like, we can do all these new type records, but let's take it back. So it shows that they know a little bit of history, and they know they hip-hop. Moving on to number 5, ADot featuring Veto, Like I Never Left. Hard beat, good hook. Both their flows on point, and their lyrics was phenomenal. These cats really can spit, and that's something different that, you know, out of Chicago, it's not really that many cats that I know of that really can flow, other than Lupe, Kanye, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know too many other people. BJ the Chicago Kid is pretty dope. I forget the BB O'Hare. I think she from Chi-Town, if I'm correct. But it's not really a lot of people that actually be spitting on some real shit, and these niggas can spit, you know what I mean? Number 6, ADot featuring Veto, Apply Pressure, 90s inspired. It's just a great song, from the beat to the sample to the hooks, the lyrics, and they flow. That was just a great record. Veto, Rose and LeBron, Blueprint Freestyle. Basically, this is Jay-Z Blueprint record from Blueprint 2. And, you know, good flow. His lyrics and the content for the record was dope. That's one of them beats that I love, like one of Jay-Z's dopest songs. You know, he kind of got that Nas in that record, but that's another story. But this definitely was a good look. ADot featuring Veto, When the Angels Cry. I thought the record was okay. I think it was the hook I wasn't really fucking with. I think the sample is by Lana Del Rey, but the beat was good. The sample, they flows and lyrics was cool. I just think the hook it could have did something different. You know what I mean? Me being me, I would have just let the sample be the hook. You know, a lot of artists are starting to do that now, but still, I thought it was okay. Number 9, Veto, Don't Hold Back. Hard beat, great sample. And like I was just saying, he used a sample for the hook. You know what I'm saying? So that made the record even more unique, where he could just take his time with his flows and his lyrics, and the content was on point. Veto definitely killed this record. Number 10, Tuna Fish, Marley Phone Call Skit. It's funny as shit, man. I really got to check that out. funny as a motherfucker. Number 11, Fuck Out My Face freestyle. I thought it was okay. I'm trying to think, was this the Fabulous featuring 2 Chainz record? Would feel like it. I really don't know if it is, but I think it is. It was a cool beat, you know. Of course, that was Fab beat. But everything about it was straight. You know, they still spit on it. I just thought it was okay. ADot featuring Veto, Blood on the Leaves. That's Kanye beat. The flows, the lyrics, the content on here, the storytelling. That was what really, you know what I mean, touched me in a way, because it's like, that's really a serious record, and they didn't go at it as a joke. They definitely went there and did their thing on it, so I was happy about that. I was like, okay, these niggas killed that shit. Moving on to number 13, Veto featuring ADot, J Hollis, Leclerc, soulful beat, real lyrics. I love they flows and they hooks. A good ass sample on this, storytelling at its best. Definitely a good look, man. That Leclerc record is fire. I fuck with that record. ADot featuring Veto, number 14, Eyes on Me. I think this was a Fred the Godson sample, if I'm correct. But the beat was smooth. That sample was great. They flows, they lyrics, they hook, content-wise was phenomenal. Definitely another good record. I fuck with that record. Number 15, Veto featuring ADot, Rear View. Hard-ass beat, man. They had some good production on here. Good hook. You know, the lyrics was honest. You know what I mean? They flows was on point, so I had no problem with that record. ADot featuring Veto, Reality Check. Another dope beat. You know, the hook was on point. The lyrics, the flow, and the content. These two work well together. You know what I mean? They play off each other as far as their rhyme scheme and everything. So I was definitely happy about that. Number 17, Veto featuring OCS. Studio remix, Schoolboy Q record. You know what I mean? Good flows. They lyrics is on point. Concept is great. They're basically wrapped around the hook. Can't go wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So you can already know what they rapped about if you listen to the Schoolboy Q record. But I thought it was a good look. Number 18, ADot featuring Jose Tate. J. Cole beat Break My Heart freestyle. Y'all know that was off his that one mixtape. Good content. You know what I mean? I'm going to say that. You know what I mean? They flows. Their lyrics is real. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely thought that was a good look. Veto, Grew Up Fast freestyle. J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? That was his beat. But you can definitely hear the hunger in Veto's aggressive verses. You know what I mean? His flows is on point. The real lyrics, the content. I would listen to this shit like, damn, like if this nigga want a deal, this is how you show that you hungry for one. You know what I mean? Some of the better artists don't even do this, but this was a dope ass track. And this was the type of aggression that I was hoping to get, and I got that on most of this mixtape. But the last track, 20, Veto Van Gundy Speaks, it's just basically giving thanks to his fans with a good beat and a great sample that he's talking over. That shit was flawless. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, that's what's up. But the rating for this mixtape, a 9 out of 10. I like 18 out of 20 records. And the production, you know, majority of it was other people's beats, but still it was a good mixtape. You know what I mean? I definitely want to see what they'll do with Volume 2. I would like for them to use all original material, so that way, you know, it can get a straight phenomenal rating, you know what I mean, on my part. But definitely ADot, I want to see what he can do on his own as far as a solo project. But Veto Van Gundy, Veto is definitely, you know, that nigga. I fuck with his first mixtape, and this one is just, it's even better, you know what I mean? So shout out to Isaac, you know what I mean? And shout out to your bro. This was a solid mixtape. Y'all definitely should go on that Piff and check that shit out, man. LCMG for Life, Volume 1. Some cats out of Chi-Town that's doing their thing. And if you like lyricism and actual rapping, check it out, bro. Real talk. You know, I don't co-sign nothing. If it's bullshit, I co-sign that real shit. And these niggas definitely put in the work. So y'all should appreciate that, man. 1.